Today we do.
It was Christmas.
Was it Christmas
It was
Day?
Christmas dinner.
I didn't know it was Christmas dinner.
It was Christmas dinner, and God laid it on my heart to come help. He said, go ask some people you need help. So I just jumped right in and helped.
I didn't realize it was Christmas Day.
It was Christmas Day.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
sir.
awesome.
Yeah, sure was.
Immaculate Conception has been helping the homeless, the poor, the needy for over 35 years in downtown Kansas City. The last 20 years they've offered emergency assistance, and the last 5 years they've had a meal program. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, it's fresh toast today. I'm excited. Doing all right?
Oui.
Last year alone, Morning Glory fed over 70,000 meals and served over 35,000 guests. They helped over 5,000 people out in emergency assistance.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
Our biggest focus during the week is breakfast. We think that our guests should have a great way to start their day with a warm breakfast, a hug, or a smile. Not everyone who comes here is homeless. Some of them are just the working poor. Christ calls us to serve people at all different walks of life. To truly be the hands and feet of Christ means to love everyone around you.
What are you doing?
Good. How are you this morning?
I'm trying to get a double scoop with
You absolutely. I think the most important thing is making the connection. You know, so many times I think certain populations are disregarded and ignored as not having really a whole lot to offer. And I have to say that so many of our guests that come through, they have offered so much to me, just in their personality, the things that they're interested in, and I really consider that a great gift. And it allows us to see the humanity.
I am a Jesuit novice, originally from Denver, Colorado. I'm 22 years old and I'm studying to be a Jesuit priest. I come and serve at Morning Glory because it's the greatest way that we know how to learn how to serve the poor. This organization does a really great job of ministering to the needy in Kansas City. So we're here studying and serving in a variety of social ministries, but Morning Glory is a great community just to get plugged in and serve the people who need it most, and they do a really great job.
My favorite part of my workday each day is to sit down at their tables and hear their dreams and goals. What do they want to do? Where did they come from? Where have they traveled? If you've never worked with the homeless before, we encourage you to come down to Morning Glory Ministries. Take a moment and hang out with our guests. See the joy on their faces as they eat a warm breakfast in the morning.
The people I've met absolutely are the hands and feet of Christ. They represent Christ on earth at the mission where I stay, at Morning Glory where I eat most of my meals. It's unbelievable that people are willing to give up part of their day to help us who are down. And just the smile on the face is what lights up my day. It makes you feel welcome to be there.
Hey, Sammy, how are you today? Glad to have you guys here today.
My name is Steve Bruns, and I am the coordinator for the breakfast program here at Morning Glory Cafe. I've been employed here for 5 years, and a year before that, I was a volunteer. We get a lot of our food from harvesters, and it depends on what we get from harvesters is what we can serve to our guests. Tuesday through Friday each week at 6:30 in the morning, volunteers arrive to make this ministry really happen. We have volunteers that come from churches, retired individuals, downtown business groups, students that need to fulfill service hours. When a new volunteer comes, I try to impress upon them to see the face of Christ in all of the guests as they come through the line. And in return, I want our guests to see the face of Christ in them. Most of the work that we perform here is not very glamorous. It is pickups and deliveries, sorting food, but we know there's a greater purpose behind it. And this ministry doesn't happen without the dedication of our benefactors and our volunteers. People behind the scenes that no one ever sees provide much backup and support for this ministry.
Well, I volunteer every Tuesday for the Cathedral. I go to Sam's Club and get supplies for the breakfast, Morning Glory breakfast. Steve's the boss. He tells me what he wants me to do, and I do it. How's that?
Can you tell me why you do it?
Well, everybody ought to volunteer a little bit. You got to give back. So I try to give back a little. I enjoy doing it. Meet a lot of good people.
At Morning Glory Ministries, we don't want to duplicate what other agencies are doing well in this city. We want to excel at what God has called us to do. We do this by offering breakfast during the week and emergency assistance and lunch on the weekends. I think the thing that makes Morning Glory Ministries unique is because after every meal, our guests have an opportunity to take a lunch with them. Like on the weekends, they come through our food line, and not only do they get to eat, they also get to take a sack lunch to go with them.
There you go. Whoops, you got that? Okay, enjoy.
Would you like salad today, sir?
Yes, I would.
All right, we're going to give you some.
You like apple or orange, sir? Apple? Yes, sir. All right. Yep, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
If there's one thing I want people to understand about the homeless, it's that they had a family, they came from somewhere. You'll have a chance to see what community is really like when you meet the people that come through our doors every day.
Talk about cooking food down here.
It'll take me hours just to cook a meal. I have to collect enough wood for the whole day. And then, you gotta wash everything. You gotta constantly put wood in there. But I cook pretty good. Everybody says I cook pretty good over a fire.
AAA, AA, C's. A lot of people have things where they don't have batteries. They run out of batteries, or no candles, because that's your heat too in the winter.
Winters are excruciating. You'll feel like your hands are falling off, and it gets worse when you try to heat them up.
Your whole body will shiver all day long. I mean, it's so bad. Like you guys would see us, and our cheeks would turn real red when we come in, and it'd take us forever just to even warm up.
A lot of us ain't bad people. We're not as clean as we'd like to be, but a lot of us don't go out here and ask people for money or go out and steal something. Me, I pick up cans. I've seen several other guys out there picking them up too. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to do anything, but they're still people, they're human beings.
What does Morning Glory do to help you?
Man, it helps me almost every morning with breakfast. They help me out a lot, spiritually and physically. If you have the option to be homeless or not homeless, be in a home. It is so much better. I'm a 6-time felon who got out of prison, and every family member I have is dead. I have nowhere to turn, no one else to help me. And you may think you don't have nothing, but wait till it all gets taken from you. It's very hard.
I'm Linda, and I work at Emergency Assistance at MGM, Morning Glory Ministries. We help our men who come in to see us every morning after breakfast, And often they're looking for, they may need some clean clothes for the day, they may need a coat if it's wintertime, they may need some work boots if they have gotten a job. If we're lucky, we can give them a bus pass. We look for things that can make their day better in the here and now. And it's amazingly satisfying to be able to give someone a clean shirt and a razor, know they had breakfast, and know that at least for the morning, their day is a little bit better. So the men will come in and fill out a form for us and let us know, are they looking for clothes that day? Are they looking for food? Sometimes it's extreme. They've lost their backpack, and so everything they own is gone. Our job is to figure out what small things we can do to help them through the day. And in some sense, it's what Mother Teresa said, doing small things with great love, which everyone does here.
All right. So a lot of Sundays we're busy, and sometimes we need our guests to help in and volunteer. So today I just asked Patrick, can you help out a little bit? Patrick, why do you help out?
God and these people do a lot for other people, and I choose to give back. I can't always take, and I have to give back and show my appreciation for what God does and you people do for me, for us as a community, as homeless people.
Well, I think what's awesome is, you guys are guests. I don't like the word homeless. I like the word guests. When you come in, you're here to have a meal with us and hang out. And so I think it's great when someone like you, I say, I need help, I need that, and you jump in on the dishes, or you jump in cleaning tables, because we couldn't do what we do without your help.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate the opportunity to get to know people, other people that are helping, the volunteers that come home from home to do this. I just found out that they do it at least once a month, and that's awesome to know that they take time from their daily routine of going to church or whatever to come help feed the guest, as you would put it.
Yeah, the guest.
The guest.
Hey, thanks, Patrick. I appreciate what you do, and we couldn't do without you.
Thank you, sir.